Okay, a beautiful good afternoon to you. This is Melody 100.7 FM. Of course, you already know. It is the program that takes you on a high every Saturday afternoon. A sports program with a difference. Of course, we call it Complete Sport. It will take you from here, from there, from everywhere. From football, athletics, basketball, every other kind of sport. That's why we call it Complete Sport. Not just a football show that is called a sports show. This is how we do it every time. I'm here with my crew. We're going to be taking you on from now till 5 p.m. A game already gone down in the EPL. Tottenham Hotspur now they somehow moved to the second position. This should give some people a heart attack right now. Oh, it shouldn't. Let's see how it ends, because Tottenham seems to be making some point. As we said yesterday alongside Bam Bam, Thomas Frank seems to be making a whole lot of statements right now. Will he continue that way, or is it the initial gragra that we've always known Tottenham Hotspur for? So we'll definitely get to that and much more. Away from that, we'll also be looking through Chelsea Liverpool going down this beautiful day, 5:30 p.m. Who goes there? Who's going to be the winner today? Of course, one is a Chelsea fan with me here. I wonder what he's going to be seeing. He's a sports seer. I know he will not see anything against his team, but each time he sees positivity, his Chelsea teams keep doing anyhow. Okay, let's see how it goes down. I'm going to be predicting that game, and if you're a winner, you will win our prize. Let me let you know, 4 to 15 p.m. every day now. I've been saying it every time. Every Saturday, 4 to 15. Yeah, 4 p.m. to 4:15 is for Bet Naija. So we're welcoming Bet Naija to the show this afternoon, and we're going to be taking what they have for us on the show. Now, what are we going to be doing on the Bet Naija show? Now, what we'll be doing is this. We'll bring up a very beautiful thing to talk about. You just call in. As you talk about that, you predict so that you can win our prize for the week. Just for 15 minutes, so we have to make it very, 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 very snappy. Okay? So welcome to the show. So many things in the show this beautiful day. But before we go to football, we go to other sports. But let me welcome the guys here. Daniel Adeyemi, the sports seer, is in the house. The Chelsea man. Good afternoon.
Good evening, of course. Good afternoon to viewers and listeners.
Chelsea man.
Yeah, that's a massive reputation.
Are you a Chelsea fan or a Chelsea disciple?
I'm not a Chelsea fan. Yeah, I'm a Chelsea family.
Okay, a family.
I'm a family.
Not even a disciple.
Chelsea, not a fan. So that's why come rain, come shine.
Yeah.
We're always here. We are not a fan that supports the club only when the going is good.
Okay.
So it's a wonderful weekend again. Actions going down from everywhere. Not just football, sport in general. And if you're any sport lover, you know what weekend is. Right now, guys are in different places, trying to fuel their passion once again. And we all know what 3 p.m. represents. Usually in the world of football, It's always a hot spot. It's the time where the heat is really, really on. So It's excited and excitement to be here again on the show and do justice to sport.
Most definitely. Yes, Bam Bam is also in the building. We put in finishing touches to the streaming. Of course, he'll be joining us very shortly. But let's move away. Let's begin this way and let's quickly talk about boxing in Nigeria. Daniel Adeyemi, the sports seer. Yes, there are a whole lot of things going on, right? You and I know in the last few years, the boxing night sponsored by GoTV has been one event that everyone always talks about towards the end of the year like this. And of course, stakeholders have been saying, if not for that event every year, boxing would have been dead in Nigeria.
Definitely, you have to give it to them. They've been very consistent over the years. And
10 years now.
10 years, you have to give it to them. Not even the federal government or the apex body of any sport in Nigeria has been consistent in hosting any national events like that. So we have to really give it to them. And like I always say, it boils down to what we get out of it. 10 years we've been having GoTV boxing event in Nigeria, and yet we have to ask ourselves, what have we gotten from it?
I know you always ask all of these questions.
That's one of the most important thing. We can celebrate 50 years or anything. That's why the other day we were celebrating 60 how many years of this nation, and people are still asking questions. So big kudos to GoTV It's a private, organization there trying to, help the sport in the nation and help boxing in the nation. So we can't actually criticize them too much, but we still have to ask questions. We have to ask questions, because if you've been doing something for 10 years, there must be results of any sort. There must be results, either at the continental level or at the international level. We should be having a name that we say this one came out of GoTV event. So that's the most important thing. And if you don't have that, to me, it's just for the show. It's just for show for me, because 10 years is a long time.
Definitely.
Long time to be doing anything.
Definitely.
And if you don't have any result to show in 10 years, and all we want to just do is celebrate 10 years of what? Of GoTV or that whatever, doing what they are doing consistently and dishing out prizes. What is the result? It's not just about the event, it's not just about the party. Every event we organize is to bring out results. As big and as massive as the Premier League is, at the end of the day, national teams wants to come there and say, this is what we are producing. Why Premier Leagues, why the elite football leagues and clubs in the world are up there is because there is product, there is end results that they can say, okay, after years of what we've been doing, this is what comes out of it. So GoTV, kudos to them. But I think if there's anything they need to be asking themselves is 10 years of what exactly are we celebrating?
What a question. 10 years, what are we? Because just as Daniel is saying, he's been consistent about asking this question, because every time we come on Complete Sport, we talk about swimming, we talk about athletics, we talk about golf, tennis, and all of that. Young boys every year. What do we gain from all of this at the end of the day? God have mercy. Well, in relation to that, Nigeria junior swimming team made a flying start at the African Zone Z Championship here in Ghana. Yes, in Ghana. Of course, they are missing 6 medals. Our junior swimming boys and girls. Because star swimmer Dan Dumeje, make sure she stole the spotlight with a sensational double gold performance, because claiming the 200-meter freestyle boys event in a blistering 2 minutes 60 seconds before returning to dominate the 50-meter backstroke again for the boys. Now, if Daniel is asking what we're gaining, this should be one of them.
Yeah, definitely. We have
small boys and girls.
We have to give it to them. Starting young is one thing we always say. Catch them young is one operation that we must promote very strongly in this nation. And of course, when it comes to swimming, we know we don't have a reputation anywhere in that field. So we really have to do something, and that's one of the things we right there. So it's very encouraging to actually see that young lads are growing through the rank and of course making a name for themselves. But the most important thing is not just to see them at this level, but to have a deliberate and intentional plans for them to ensure that as they are growing up, there's plan for every phase of their life, so that eventually we won't just discover that they grow up and grow out of it. It happens. A lot of guys grow up loving particular sports, and as time goes, like Bam Bam was sharing, was it your love that was sharing how growing up he loves a particular sport, but as he begin to discover that it's not so much of a famous sport around here, they lose interest in it. So it's one of the things that can happen to some of these young lads. But we have to give it to them. It's a very good one and very good development. But most importantly, the most important part of it is to make sure that we have a deliberate plan to ensure that as they are growing, we keep eye on them and we keep encouraging them. So tomorrow they won't have interest in other sport, and then what we see as a rising star today
at the end of
is lost tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Bam Bam joins in now. Bam Bam, the sports Bam Bam. Bam Bam. Bam Bam. When you wear white like this, I get scared.
Good afternoon, fighters. Good afternoon, Daniel. Good afternoon to all our listeners. It's nice to be on the program. So a lot to talk about. This is why it's Complete Sports. We talk about other sports, not just football. We dissect everything and break down some of these stories making rounds in the world of sport.
Most definitely. We were talking about swimming when you came in. For the junior ones, Daniel was saying something. I'm sure you heard it when he said, they should not be discouraged from moving away from the sports they love to something else. But because in Nigeria, it's like everyone wants to focus just on one thing: football.
Yeah.
So what's the hope for the people who don't know how to play football but can do other sports?
I think we are seeing exposure right now in Africa. We are understanding that it doesn't have to be one sport. In fact, even the sports that we are more focused on, we are not even dominating right now. So everybody right now is now seeing other sports as a must to do.
We don't even know what we are known for.
Exactly. Now, when you look at the dynamics right now, you always talk about athletics because the likes of Toby Amuson, they are the ones that are making us proud, winning medals right there. So I think for the young ones, I don't think they should be discouraged because now we are entering a different phase. I would always say that there's what they call I'll call them my parents' phase. Now we are entering another different phase where the Gen Zs are actually taking over, and everybody understands that right now you can make a name for yourself in anything you're doing, even through social media. You're going to make a name out of anything. So they should just keep doing their work, and I think it's even going to be the best for them. It's going to be the best for them because we are not even known for anything. See, if we have an Olympic champion in swimming, his name will forever be in history.
Most definitely.
So these are particular sports that we don't even have anybody towards it. The only thing we get to hear is the likes of the late Rashidi Yekini. So any young one coming out I always say that if I want to do something, I would always like to be the first person to do it. So right now in sports, you talk about boxing or the global stage, you talk about swimming, you talk about cricket, you talk about hockey, some of these sports, Formula One. If you're the first to do it, your name will forever be in the history record. So for the young ones, I expect that they should be encouraged to continue to do all of that. And no sport is small. The fact that people love football, it doesn't mean that when the Olympic comes on board, everybody will still watch it because
in the Olympics they don't even see football as
anything. Exactly. It's just
everybody waits for athletics event, track and field.
Exactly. I mean, that's spot on. So it's just maybe the Premier League. That's why every player will say, I want to play in the Premier League. But in very major competitions where you see greats that their names will forever be on the watermark of sport, is always in the Olympics. And if you do well, like Michael Phelps, when it comes to swimming, his name is there forever. You talk about other sports, Rudisha, you talk about Mo Farah in athletics. These are names that forever is going to be there. So I think they should be encouraged that they will definitely go on to make big things. I'm hopeful that we would see one or two talents afterwards taking swimming as to the global stage on behalf of Nigeria. Yes.
All right. Last week we talked about the chief of defense staff. I mean, having basketball championship, and you see moving on in Lagos very well, and he's been getting applaud. Everyone has been applauding that. You said it last week as well, that if the military can focus on such a thing, I mean, they should be applauded. And so stakeholders have been applauding the chief of defense staff basketball championship. That look, it's a great one. Of course, one of the guys pioneering that is our own Olumide Edeji, who's also always, I mean, around. Once you're hearing anything about basketball, Olumide will always be there.
Yeah, he has made his name. I mean, captain of the Tigers. Yes, captain them to so many competitions at the Olympic. And yes, talking about the CDS competition, you see, I feel like when you have the opportunity to give back to the society, now many people, they know the military to be for defense, for security, but you can change the narrative within your little space. That's one thing about Lagos. It's not like many people, it's not like it's Lagos State that is doing most of this competition. It's personal brands, you understand, because they know that in Lagos you will see diverse talents right there. So if you have opportunity to give back to the society,
you also easily see sponsors too.
Exactly. So you might not even do too much. You might just start it, and sponsors will take it off for there. And you know one thing about sponsors, if your initiative is okay, they would follow suit right there. So I'm happy that the CDS, General Musa to be precise, is putting this one up. And so many guys from the military, civilians are involved. They are out there enjoying themselves, showing that they can actually make talent out of it. And one of the things I love about the military is, irrespective of the fact that they do the security wise, they also encourage sports, because you see them, the NAF Rockets, you see them playing the NNL and a couple of other teams right there. So it's good that we are seeing competitions like that, and I'm happy that people are starting to understand that sports is a major key factor in the world right now.
Most definitely.
Daniel talked about the fact that Didier Drogba just came out and stopped the war. So sport is so important, and I'm happy that many people are giving back to the society to actually see some of these young ones actualize their dreams.
Most definitely.
Another thing I actually want to add is to ensure that, in as much as we cry all the time that we need government to do more, I think it's about time we actually ask them to remove their hands. Talk about government.
Yeah, finally.
Let's make it all private, because the truth is there's no permanent government. One admission comes, he loves sport. The other one comes, he doesn't. He has other priorities.
That's the problem Imba faced.
That's the problem
in Abia State. Because there was a man named Ojuzo Kalu who was a governor. He loved football, loved the Imba. He was following them up and down.
And like you always say, it's not supposed to be something the governor will like or a government will like. It's part of governance.
It should be a system.
There should be a system for it. There should be budget going allocated to it. So it shouldn't be about what I love or what I don't love, or priority or anything. You can have your priority as a government, as a what's it called, administration. You can have your priority, but sport is part of it. So it's about time we actually stop, putting it on them like, oh, we need government to put more and more and more, and call on private, entities to actually see it as a business. If government don't see it as a very good a way of boosting the economy, let private entities see it as a business and take over in every sphere of sport in Nigeria and be intentional about the investment. So that's what actually we need to do. That's one area we need to turn into going forward.
Okay, going forward, that's one area we need to turn into because it's very, very important, as Daniel is saying, because if I come today, I love football. The man that comes next loves swimming. You just say, forget about the other one comes. You see that, so I didn't say that. Let's move to tennis now and talk about US Open runner-up Amanda Nishimova. I mean, crushing defending champion Coco Gauff 6-1, 6-2 in 58 minutes earlier today to reach the China Open final and will now face Linda Moskova. Of course, it was a surprising one for Coco Gauff, being beaten by Nishimova, and it was not just beaten; it was a crushing.
Yeah, for Coco Gauff, our form recently has not been on top. I think in the last Open, was it US? No, not US. I'm trying to remember the Open. Wimbledon, yes. She didn't do well. She went out really, really early. It was Aryna Sabalenka that eventually won that game right there. So it won the competition. Yeah, so I think Coco Gauff, our game has really dropped, and I think she really needs to get herself back into the game. And Nishimova, she's having a fantastic time of her life.
28 seed.
28.
She's just moving.
Yes,
I mean,
moving.
From 68 to, there was a time she was 30, and now she's 28 in the world.
Yes, and I remember that in Wimbledon 2022, Nishimova upset Coco Gauff in 3 sets, 6-7, 6-2, 6-1. So this is not the first time she's doing it against Coco Gauff. This will not be the last time that she will be doing it. So if Coco Gauff is not ready to improve, definitely there are people out there that would definitely want to step on your toes. So for Coco Gauff, one thing about her is she's very, very much young, about 22 years. Exactly. So I think or
is a young lady disturbing her?
Some of these ladies, they always go through a lot of things. You might see them at the top. Maybe it could be injuries.
And it could be one boyfriend.
Exactly. I was struggling to say that. I didn't want to say that.
I mean, you were the one who actually gave us the idea some weeks ago like that, saying maybe there was an
somewhere. Why are you now struggling to say it?
I didn't want to point it out. But
it's your word. That's what you guys do to them.
And seriously speaking, when you look at Coco Gauff, very young, and then what she's the kind of reputation she's developed for herself, it takes some, I don't know how to put it, takes some level of mentality to remain up there. We talk about in football, we talk about the Lionel Messi and Ronaldo of this world being hard to see again because it takes a lot of mentality. You can get up there very fast, but to remain in there takes a next level. So what we saw,
we're coming to that because Yamal is going through something similar.
We don't even want to talk about the guy that we forced to have a name. So people like him gave him the name. So
Yamal agree with you.
He knows already now. We saw it before him, that's what we call foresight.
That's why you're the seer.
That's okay. Thank you. So Coco Gauff, for me, I think she needs a lot of working on herself in terms of mental strength is one thing in this kind of sport, because everything goes by you very fast, very, very fast. You get up there very fast, you get down very, very fast. It's not like in football where you have a team to support you when the going is not good, but it's all about you. When you lose, you lose. Coco Gauff lose, not about Chelsea or Man United lose. So for her now, she needs a mentality coach. She needs to really work on herself because she has a reputation that the next 3, 4, 5 years, if she is not coming up there, they will still be mentioning her. So she needs to actually see her like that. Whatever Bobola said is wrong with her. There's a guy somewhere caught it with that guy once and for all. They're all pushing this ocean.
Just to add that, she also changed her coach too. It could affect too. She changed her coach before the US Open. So maybe she's probably used to the style of the previous coach, and right now it's a different philosophy. So to adapt is going to be very, very hard for her.
Because you look at it's 2025.
Yeah.
And she did great at French Open.
Yes.
And we are still okay.
Within the same, yes.
The same year, everything is like going so down for her very fast.
I feel for this girl. You know why? Because when she came out, everybody was like, "This is the next Serena Williams." I mean, black girl like that. Also, I mean, young girl, beautiful as well. And people, oh, this is the next Serena Williams. But before you could say Jack, she has not even gotten close to 1/10 of what the most Serena Williams has.
It's a long one.
It's a long, exactly. It's going to take a long time.
God have mercy. Okay, so we pray for Coco. Let her get her mojo back. If that boy is disturbing you, as no, see, I said, let the boy go. Okay, still in tennis, Great Britain's Cameron Norris, for the very first time since September US Open, finally claimed his first win, beating Frenchman Arthur Gazot in a third set tiebreak at the Shanghai Masters. So that one too has been struggling. So finally he got the win in Shanghai. So maybe he's also finding his mojo back now.
No, in terms of who is clear, I think Norris is quite clear. I don't even think I've heard this name before, but Norris, when it comes to yes, but Norris is quite popular when it comes to tennis. So one thing about the early stage of tennis is the big names, at least even if their form is not really at the top,
yes,
they always find a way of getting past some of those underdogs. So
exactly,
it's when it gets to the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, that's where you see some of them drop right there. So it's big ups to the man, yes, Norris, and hopefully it goes on to perform well later in the Chinese Open right there.
Exactly. Okay, let's leave all of that because we need a whole lot of the time we can get today. Let's leave all of that so we can be going to football gradually. Of course, we'll be talking about the Golden Eagles. We'll talk about the Flying Eagles as well. Under 20 World Cup going on in Chile. Actions went down early this morning as well. We'll be talking about the Super Eagles in a jiffy. And just keep it locked right here. They'll move a muscle. They say, let's have a breather so that we can move you away from the other sports and be driving you straight to football little by little. Don't forget, 4:15 is for Bet Naija, and of course get your phones ready. Your prediction will be taken very, very snappy. I mean, just 10 seconds to every caller. You just call in your name is this is your prediction so that we can get our winners this beautiful day. Let's have a breather. We're coming.
I'm the bunch. You only have one life to live. If you're lucky, then you might get two. I was down, so down, took the hit. Was a miracle that got me through. I've seen the world, paid my dues. Got plenty of scars, but nothing to lose. No.
Most definitely, yes. On top of the world, in front of the crowd, I wonder if at the end of the day, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be able to be in front of the crowd. Again, by this time next week, we would have known where hope lies, whether we would have won on Friday or not, before we now begin to. Because if we do not win the game against Lesotho on Friday, there's no need playing even the one on the one that follows in Benin City. Against Benin in Uyo. We don't need that. But let's hope that we'll be able to be in front of the crowd. Let's talk quickly now about the Super Eagles. Anytime you want to talk about it, Super Eagles, the mood of my guys will change. Just look at Bobola now, Sports Bamba. He's just put something on. And I don't know why he has to just wear the dark shade now that he wants to talk about the Super Eagles. What happened? Why did you have to just put on the dark shade?
It was coincidence. I didn't mean it.
I thought it was.
You're about to say something.
Because
you don't catch up.
But Daniel said something earlier while we were off the mic, and I want him to say it now that the mic is live. Because 506 billion, that's the rating of the Super Eagles right now. 506 billion naira, a squad that might not make it to the World Cup. I mean, whereas Lesotho, Benin Republic squad is not even up to 1 billion naira in total.
Well, I think it's just very sad, honestly, where you see it. I think this is one of the best squads we've had in a very long time. Most of them, they play in Europe. They play for not just Europe, they play for top side. You see some of them play. We saw Iwobi and Chukwueze play. In fact, even Calvin Bassey, 3 of them, they play in the same club.
Exactly.
There's Ola Ino who is there at Nottingham Forest. They play in the Premier League. Osimhen played in Napoli. Victor Boniface played in Bayer Leverkusen. These are top clubs. They play in the Champions League. But these guys are not putting that performance that they put in their club in the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And it honestly brings me to that question. Why I question their loyalty to the green, white, green jersey.
Which is what Mikel always says too.
Yes, because we know the greats, the likes of Rashidi Yekini, some of those top guys. When it comes to Nigeria, they don't joke.
Okwaraji used to use his own money to fly to come and play for Nigeria.
I mean,
may so rest in peace.
I mean, so it's just very, very crazy. Some of them, you see them resume late to training. There was a particular time that there was a player that you could pinpoint that would always come late, and he never disappointed. Although he's not being called up, I don't even want to mention his name right now. But then it's just a whole lot seeing that. And I always talk about the fact that even if you don't want to do it for the green, white, green jersey, even if you don't like the country, you will have to do it for yourself. See, the likes of Mikel Obi, the likes of Stephen Keshi, the likes of Finidi George, a couple of names, they will always come out to say that when I played in the 2002 World Cup, that's the joy of it.
Of course,
that's the joy of your career.
It's just like you're an Olympian when you have been represented before. I mean, in Olympics.
So imagine in future you just come out to say, "Oh, I played in the African Cup of Nations." While it's decent, fine. It's
but EPL.
But those guys, they will say, "We won the AFCON." That's how they will tell you. We won the AFCON. And we played in the World Cup, and we played for top clubs. But you come and say, "Oh, I played in the AFCON 2014. I was second runner-up,
and I played in
EPL. I scored." Are you going to be mentioning your goals? You don't have to mention your goals. You talk about your laurels.
How these guys listen to all of these things we talk about? I mean, about pride in being at the World Cup. You know what it means to be at the World Cup? Do these guys even know what it means? The feelings to be at the World Cup.
I think we've lost the voice of criticism right now these days, because the current crop of guys who actually are very close to them are content creators who are probably on their payroll. Yes.
You continue to see.
If these guys get to Abuja today now, their hotel will be flooded by guys who wants to just get an interview. I want to interview. I saw one of their hotel, I think when they were in Uyo, they came out, see cameras, see tripods, see phones everywhere, all of them, all these content creators, football content creators online. Coming to them, very big man, can I just get a 1 minute? And these are the people that are supposed to be criticizing them. So the main goal of media, when it comes to helping a national team like this, is that we are always hammering them. Go and watch what is happening with Thomas Tuchel in England. despite the result he's getting.
Exactly. They are still.
Kevin Kanaga are there hammering him hard because these guys are not big, they are not small.
And it's not like they had very good careers.
Not like they had a very big. Exactly what I'm saying.
Kanaga won.
Exactly.
Where is the likes? Where are the Julius Agawa, the JJ Okocha? Why are they keeping silence? Why are they watching? They are the ones with the boys. Come hard on these managers and the coaches and the players.
Gary Neville is a failed coach. He always hard on coaches.
And they always have a point. They are always right. Because, I mean, some people are actually not good on the field. But when you give them mic, they can help.
Yeah.
They will set the manager's head straight.
Definitely.
Ruben Amorim is under pressure right now, and his team is winning as we speak. I think Man United has scored the second goal. Thanks to guys who spent all the week hammering him.
Even though he told them to shut up.
Yes, his name is Amorim, but all through the week they were hammering him as well. Because, I mean, these are the things we need to help the Super Eagles of Nigeria. After the game we saw at what happened to them? Nothing. They walked out of the place. There was no any major news in the media that this was disappointing. The fans reacting anyway, because bunch of the guys that are actually in the stand are guys who are on the payrolls of these guys. So we've lost the voice of the fans, the real fans' voice. We've lost it. We don't have it again. So that's why they are scared to bring the game to a place like Lagos, where they know that even the content creators will tell them, "Oga, shift. Let's talk to." See what happened.
Shooting stars. Where shooting stars lost?
Yes.
If you see
they were like Sekame Alabe Jenny. See,
exactly.
Finest, there is a particular video online where Santos of Brazil played a game and lost, I think, by 6 goals to something. And the fans, Neymar was there. The fans said, "We want to see the players."
Exactly.
And they were bashing them. Like, what do you think you are doing? Neymar of this world. This happened like maybe 3 weeks ago.
Most definitely.
The video is on the internet. They were bashing them like, what did you think you were doing? you go like that, represent us like that? Because the fans own football.
Of course.
The fans of this country, we are the ones that are supposed to come out and say, you know what? With what you played against Rwanda and what you went out to play, if they mess up in the next game, don't come again. I know we don't want to see them again. Next time we see them, we will block the stadium. It will imagine these guys. Because you look at this, go and look at Iwobi.
When they say we are threatening them.
Watch Iwobi yesterday. What Samuel Chukwueze gave the assist that led to the first goal.
Samuel that we talked about last night that is not.
He gave the assist that led to the first goal for Fulham yesterday.
So you will see him on Friday night.
Sam Onuachuda could not even make the squad. He's winning the goal of the month.
He's the top scorer
in Turkey
right now.
Highest goal scorer in Turkey. Where are they getting all this magic from when they get to their clubs? It's either two things for me. It's either the manager don't know how to manage this team and work. We cannot say that to the current managers because this has been on for a long time. Even the Mikel Obi that is talking in his own days to not like they were good.
But at least they even made it to the World Cup.
They were better.
They were better. That was what I'm saying. They were just better.
They went to the World Cup.
But you know this current one, we've never actually had a squad so strong and so useless.
Even when they got to the finals in the AFCON, I could not even come out to boast.
See quality.
I was just okay, fine. They got to the final. We're just hoping.
We're just playing rugby to the final
because
we just with
one leg, we just go to the final.
That was why they were exposed in the final.
Wobble and fumble.
How many penalties did we play to get to the final? Okay, well, the captain was the one scoring the penalties now. I remember.
That's why he won the player of the tournament.
Just imagine defender. So for me, this current group of players in Super Eagles need two helps. Either with the fan base need to actually come to them on the stadium when they say, camera guys, all these content creators, get out. You are not helping them. Let the real fans address them and say, Mr. Victor James Osimhen, thank you for what you have done. Mr. Kevin Bassey, we saw you in. They should let them watch their game in their different football clubs and ask them, why can't you do the same here? We see the way the English guys are playing. Yeah. We see the way the Spanish guys. You can't say because we come from different clubs. No. When you come to national team, that is when you should actually have one language. Because there, a Spanish guy is not playing the same thing with a Brazilian guy. And your goalkeeper is not a Portuguese. So you are all speaking pidgin if you are not even speaking the same language. You all can speak pidgin. Okay, what's happening? I'll play the ball here. So what is now the problem? That we cannot beat Rwanda in front of our fans like 5-0. Benin will come now. You will see what will happen to them.
If they don't even, God forbid, they beat us.
If they should beat Benin, what should happen to the next game is fans should make sure they go to the airport and say, you are not traveling. We are out. Officially, we are out of the World Cup. Now we don't want these guys to represent us again. The fans have the voice. We can make that happen. And if they will represent us, there should be now let's sign an undertaking that this nonsense will not repeat. No, when I saw that thing with Santos, the way one particular fan stood in front of Neymar and said, "That is rubbish."
Yes,
you went
a whole Neymar.
He said, "We knew when we were at Barcelona, when you were at PSG, you went around the world and you conquered the world. You came back home, you want to help us, and this is what you're playing. We lost 6 goals to 2 with you in the team." That is where we are as a nation now. People might be saying, "Come on, don't take sports seriously. Don't take football seriously. It's entertainment." No, it's not entertainment. It's settling wars in some part of the world. It's make why UK is strong today. UK, if you during lockdown, that was why they were always pushing for the lockdown to be over, because they miss the Premier League and the revenue, the money that comes in to them from the Premier League. It's 3 p.m. now. You can imagine how many millions they rolled in from stadium packed full, selling tickets to about how many millions or thousands of pounds. So we should wake up. We need to wake up, seriously speaking.
Well, we need to wake up, because we cannot be blessed this much. 506 billion naira worth of squad. Yet will not be at the World Cup.
Just imagine.
Yet will not be at the World Cup. That's so terrible. No team in Africa can boast of this.
No team.
In Morocco that is doing well.
Outside our goalkeeper, others are playing in Europe.
Most definitely.
Outside our goalkeepers, and they are playing in top teams. Top teams.
Just imagine. And as we said, it's like the team has continued to trickle down from Super Eagles. It is now affecting even the other teams. Flying Eagles too are struggling right now. Thank God they were able to beat Saudi.
Those ones I saw.
3 goals to 2.
I was looking at their highlight and I'm like, what are these people?
Now Colombia is up. For them, I don't know if they'll be able to beat
those ones.
What I saw against, Colombia and Norway play, I'm scared for the Flying Eagles.
They are young and they are playing as if they've been playing for 30 years and they are tired already. I know the energy is there, but I can't see any even individual quality was not there, except for this guy. What's this called? The one that gave the assist that led to the first goal.
Okay. The number 7.
The number 7, except for that guy.
Ghana. Is it Ghana? Yeah.
Ghana and the other guy. There's another particular guy.
Daniel, you're talking about Daniel. The other Daniel. What's that his name again?
Dagger.
No, it's not Dagger. Maybe number 15 or so. The guy was on the flank and he gave the assist that led to, I think, the first goal or the second goal. And the guy was very fantastic, except for those 1 or 2 guys. Others, and as a team, I didn't see them playing in any way. They were just playing. They were just running around. And the game ended 3 goals to 2. Good. They were able to conquer the not being able to score part. But are they now coming in with another problem that they don't know how to also keep their house tight? Considering 2 goals against Saudi Arabia that we thought was going to be an easy one for them.
A walkover.
Now going to play Colombia. I don't think that's going to be a good one for them. Because I know what Colombia can do.
Okay, for the games that went down earlier, of course, Egypt they defeated Chile, the host, 2 goals to 1. And of course, Japan beat New Zealand like criminals, 3 goals to 0. That game ended. Well, for the game that will be coming down later today, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, Brazil will play Spain. That should be a cracker. Yeah. Spain and Brazil. Morocco beat Brazil like criminals. Yeah. So it was a game everyone wants to see how it will span out. Mexico will be playing Morocco again. And all eyes on Morocco now after beating Brazil.
Beautiful football against Brazil. In the last 2 games.
This Morocco, everywhere they go now. Whether female, whether under 20s, under 17s.
So that's a nation right there that is actually very serious.
They are like Spain now. Everything they touch.
And they are very close to Spain as well. So
they should be brothers.
And seriously speaking, they are actually one team that I think Africa will be, even though they are saying they are not, they are trying to separate themselves from Africa, but they are Africa. The geography says that. So whether they like it or not, we actually have them to thank for the fact that they are trying to give us a name now on the global stage, because it used to be Nigeria in this level.
It used to be
Nigeria. Now we saw our golden eaglet cannot even help at the continental.
Coming to that one too.
Let alone now, and the flying eagles are used to fly now. Maybe what happens to the wings, we don't know. They can't fly again. The super ones, we just complain about them. The whole thing is in the state of balablu, as Bamba will say. So it's really just so sad. But Morocco, we must give it to them. They are very intentional about what they are building. Like I said the other time, I think they are working towards hosting World Cup very soon, and they need to do that. They want to do that with a very keen sense of winning it. that if we host the World Cup, we are going all the way, if not to the final. Just want to make sure we go all the way for Africa. We saw what they did last World Cup.
Exactly. Semi-final.
No
Africa ever did.
Massively. And really, we have to give it to them. Every other African country needs to go and watch how they are doing.
I have said it before that I think NFF need to go understudy what the Maroc FA, what they are doing, because something is working well for them.
And
yes,
it's beyond the style of football. It's
it's a system.
System.
Exactly. We'll be talking about systems.
It's like they are working on their DNA in general. Yes, they want to have an identity.
I mean,
where you don't just see Morocco male or female or anything. When you hear the name Morocco, you just know quality is coming from
excellence.
You just know. Like when you hear the name Brazil, England, at any level, you know they will be a threat.
Yeah, at some point they were calling Brazil Jogo Bonito.
Yeah.
So they want to have an identity in Africa.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying about
what I say. I'm working with us.
We need to go beyond just playing football, but have an identity.
What are you? How can they identify you with as a nation?
So we've had managers, we have had series of players. We can easily change these guys. These are players, and still bring another foreign players. And still bring another set of foreign players.
New set of players.
But apart from
England, from Spain, they are there. Those guys are there. Many of them are even texting the coach. Can I get it to
the guy scored a brace in the championship last night.
Last night, and we don't know the guy until last night.
Exactly.
They are everywhere. That if we say, okay, let's send a global invite out, every Nigerians out there, we believe you can help. Just
come out.
Let's have you will see hundreds of them in the camp
everywhere.
But eventually it will boil down to what is our identity, what do we want to do, what's the plan? NFF, what's the plan?
See, I even want to talk about the fact that Morocco, they are not even just living it on the style of football, even their pitches, everything is going well.
That's why I said they have a goal. They have something in mind.
The WAFCON twice.
That's why I said they have something in mind about the World Cup. They have a World Cup something.
You know that the last WAFCON they hosted, they did not use any of the stadiums that hosted
the previous one. So they are very intentional. They are building something.
Morocco have 10 good stadiums.
They are building something.
When you have systems like that, why wouldn't it affect the team?
10 standard stadiums.
We have to affect the team now, because the facilities you're talking about here is for the players.
For the
players, for God's sake.
But how can we just have one stadium?
If the Lagos Alami we have here is a world standard stadium, the 3SC quality will be more than this.
Exactly, because Remo Stars, look at Remo Stars, it changed. Now they are renovating their pitch, and Remo Stars, they are still up there. See,
the kind of players we attract.
Exactly.
The kind of managers we attract, the inspiration it gives to players that works on that pitch.
Might just be playing their games at Raymond Stadium.
Yes, now
they are upgrading it. I'm telling you,
we are praying that it gets to that actually, and it won't be only Remo. That's why we are always praying that okay, we have more.
Anyway, our governor has told the NFF people, they came to Ibadan last week. So he told them that they should tell him what to do to the Adamasimba Stadium so that we can host Super Eagles International. Why are you laughing like that?
Baba should let us not go there. No, now he should not let us go there. I mean, the way he made it sound is funny. He should tell you. They don't tell you what to do. You have expertise there. They know where to go and watch how it's done. NFF don't know what to do. Okay, has NFF actually hosted this NFF? Since when have they actually hosted an international event that is major? As Brazil and maybe Spain come to Nigeria to play a game, to say in Ibadan, our dear governor, if you want to do things right, don't tell NFF to teach you. No, now I can't tell someone who doesn't know the road to teach me where the road is now. If Baba wants to host the Super Eagles, the best thing he can do is maybe go to Morocco or South Africa. Send the expertise that are there. Go and learn how it is done. And that way, NFF, when they come to Ibadan, they will now ask Baba that, how did you do it, sir? Because Baba asking NFF that, tell me, what they will tell Baba is probably, talk about the hotel you want to lodge there.
I will tell him, give us the contract. Give us the contract.
You know your people. You can give. You need to struggle yourself. Let's give us 4 billion naira.
Okay, in the under 20 that we were talking about, Japan has made it through. Of course, Chile as well. They've also qualified for the next round. That's in Group A. In Group B, yes, Ukraine and Paraguay, they've made it to the next round. Morocco, the only team to have made it in the Group C. We'll see what happens between Mexico, Brazil, and Spain later today. Group D, having Argentina, Italy, of course, Cuba and Australia, they are still struggling. And Group E, USA, France, is not yet sure for anyone yet. but it's like USA might just be making it. Russia is also there. South Africa, and of course, in Group F, where we belong, Nigeria is in third place. Now we have 3 points. That group is still open, apart from Saudi Arabia. So any team, Colombia, Nigeria, Norway, could still make it. So 4-4-3 is what we have right now. So let's see what happens when we play our last group game against Colombia, hoping that we'll be able to make it. Now from there to their younger brothers, they said they gave us a very bad Independence Day gift by losing to Ghana. So Ghana jollof rice now tastes better than our own.
Yeah.
By 2-0.
Our under 17 has really dipped.
I mean,
they've gone really bad.
Since the record World Cup winner.
I mean, we won it 2013. Then the likes of Victor Osimhen, they came 2015. They won it. Chukwueze, and since then we've not seen the best of under 17. In fact, the next World Cup, that was 2019. 2019. They did not qualify. Yeah. Then afterwards, they got there. They finished in the quarterfinals and all of it. Now, what really happened? One of the things I always talk about is the introduction of MRI tests. First of all,
they said that failed us, right?
It really affected us.
So that means we've been cheating before now.
I mean, I wouldn't want to say that because MRI started to come in existence around the 2011. So we won it a couple of times afterwards. And now teams like Senegal, Mali, Morocco, they invested in youth development. Now, one thing I can always beat my chest for is they don't care about their senior team. They don't care about maybe the under 20. But you see Mali, they care about the under 17.
Yeah.
You see Diarra, he made a move to Barcelona and all of it. That is how to invest in your youth team. And yes, where is the transition from academies, secondary school? Then nobody really cares about secondary school football. I remember when I was playing in secondary school, it was just only once that we went for a competition. I mean, there were very good players out there. The only place you can get under 17 players is from schools.
Definitely.
Because there's no under 17 that his parents will just willingly take him to a football academy. You must have maybe had spite from school. Then maybe somebody will encourage you that, okay, go to this football academy. They would better shape you into becoming a world star. But the best place is go there. You see GS1, GS2, GS3. Nobody cares about that anymore. And now I would tell people that even private investors, if you have money, because it's going to be fruitful for you in the later run. Because if you take 2 players or 3 players, if they sign them from you straight to abroad, with the new laws now that is guiding FIFA would always say that any move your player makes, even if he moves 10 times, you are going to get the money. You the main source of.
Exactly.
So I expect that private investors or people that are so passionate about sports, you can actually take it off from them if you have 1 or 2 connections. Now, let's leave the government alone, or maybe let's leave the coaches. I feel like private individuals, because at the end of the day, when you look at the talent, okay, you would say, I made this person. Afterwards, you always talk about the fact that, okay, I'm still even making money because I actually helped this person. So it's even a 2-2 win.
Exactly.
I mean, 2-way win, because you are going to boast that, or the players will always come out to say that it was because of you I made it up to this level. So for me, secondary school, right now you see, I mean, recently I saw some of these secondary school students, I saw them play football. I mean, nobody to, in fact, even their sports day, they don't encourage it anymore. Before Fridays used to be, I will wear my red house. My goodness.
When use phone used to be useful. We don't even have use phone again. Youth Sports Federation of Nigeria.
It sounds funny, but it's actually serious.
Principal's Corp used to be in things back in the day.
Back in the days.
You actually have to go to that level and ask them what's the joy there now in secondary school. You have to ask the boys there, the girls there, what's the joy? What actually is the sports they're engaging in now? I think it's only inter-house sports. And inter-house sport
has even gone down.
How many of them even
the competitiveness, even inter-house sport, let's even ask if they actually, many of them actually have a PhD teacher anymore who is actually showing that.
You're combining master teacher and a PhD.
Nigeria sometimes we want to act as if we are serious. We give too much time for sports. Let guys focus on their books. The books, since when have we produced another Wole Soyinka? Since we've been saying we are still celebrating about Wole Soyinka since all these years old, no one come close. Since these books, we know that this is Nigeria. We are not book wise smart. Let's not deceive ourselves. It has not paid us. Okay, let me say it has not paid off. Because a nation that claims to be educated, that is very educated, will not be where we are today. definitely not be how we are today in every sector. Now, sport is something that we've seen over the years in our early days as a nation, that we were thriving. We were really thriving. We left it for only God knows what reasons. Now we have to go out there to fetch players to come represent us. We should ask ourselves, these guys that we're calling from above, how did they even get out?
Yes.
How did they leave this
country? Under 17 right there.
I mean, yes.
Ademola Lookman played under 17.
Under 17, Victor Moses, all of them. Or Dewinge. How did they get out? And then we have to bring them back.
We are importing them.
Because in as much as we want to be hard on them.
No, that's our style now, don't you know?
We don't have a steak.
We export our cocoa raw. We now start importing chocolate.
So that's why I said the education we are putting our head into, calm down. Because the guy that studied mechanical engineering still don't know how to fix a laptop that is just acting out.
Mechanical engineering.
The guy who studied the computer engineering, still doesn't know how to fix a computer. The guy who studied mechanical engineering still call a mecho to come and check his car whenever it's down. So what am I saying in essence is that as a nation, let's put our strength, more attention into this thing we call sports. This thing we are talking about as a show, as if you are doing a show, and it's not a show anymore. And go check some massive investment people are putting into sport. Look at Real Madrid Stadium. Real Madrid Stadium is a multi-purpose stadium. Can host a basketball game. That stadium can host an event, a music concert. Just Real Madrid Stadium, 3-4 layers.
They just move the pitch where they
just move the pitch. Another thing happens.
They set up
if they want to be doing campaign, they can call the people that built Real Madrid Stadium. They can make that stadium happen for you inside that Lagos Salami Stadium. We do campaign.
We have the money.
We have the money now. We know the money.
Can we spend the money?
Exactly. The question is, anyway, by the time that project will go down in Nigeria,
you know how much
7 years you are still paying for it.
Because it is low. They will use the low to kill you and your budget generation. Okay, let's use the last of this minute before we go to Bet Nigeria. Let's talk about the league actions in Nigeria, NPFL actions. Of course, Daniel Insurance, we're taking on Nasarawa United today, and Academy Warriors are taking on Kano Pillars. These are the two games going down today. Kora United tomorrow, Abia Warriors. Shooting Stars, Plateau United, we're coming to that. Enugu Rangers and Katsina United. Eyimba Rivers United, that should be a cracker. Ordinarily, if Nigeria will promote our league well, this game should have been just like we were talking about Liverpool and Chelsea. Eyimba Rivers should have been a cracker. And Barao FC will be taking on Wolves. And Bayelsa United take on the Kudu City. Niger Tornadoes will take on Kun Khalifa. While on Monday, Remo Stars will host the Wicked Warriors. Quickly, let's talk about our own Shooting Stars hosting Plateau United. Because they say Plateau United, they are regular customers each time they come to Ibadan.
Yes, for Shooting Stars, they've been impressive. Their last two games, they won away from home against Warri Wolves, and also they defeated Kun Khalifa 2-1. Yes, I think the one against Warri Wolves was a big one. And
they were the ones that made them suspend their coach.
After
they suspended the coach.
So for Shooting Stars, with that win, they were able to move to number 8 position with 8 points. Yes, number 8 and 8 points right there. So against Plateau United, solid in front of their own fans. I think their momentum is back. They started on a very, very slow pace. Now they've got the momentum, and I expect that they should be doing the job right there, because when they won the game against Warri Wolves, they were all excited and they were like, easy job against Plateau United, easy job. But the thing is, it might turn the other way around. You understand? Where you don't expect all of these things to happen. So if you are maybe overconfident, it tends to affect their game. But one thing I would always talk about Shooting Stars is they've been conceding, and you talk about the fact that they have good defense, but still they're always complacent. And when they are complacent, the moment they are complacent, that's when the opponents get their chances. I remember at Ikorodu City, how did that ball get past the defenders there for Adelani to score? So I think Shooting Stars, in terms of their defense, I know one of them is Bola Gade, and also the captain Faki, that is at the right back. They should be more focused on their defense. If you don't eventually concede, at least you know that we can go on to play a draw. Then you might just later be thinking about scoring a goal to just make it eventually end as 1-0, 2-0 at the end of 90 minutes. But scoring or conceding every time is going to really affect you, because in the NPFL we don't know it to be a goal scoring league, because a team can go on to win you 1-0, score 2 minutes, and at the end of 90 minutes you're seeing 1-0 at the end of 90 minutes. So I think that's the problem that they have, and hopefully they've worked on it and they should be able to win.
Especially these particular fixtures. You look at the head-to-head in the past.
Yeah.
It's not like a fixture that actually been it's been boring. The last 4 games, as far as I'm concerned, 1-1, 0-0, 0-0, 0-1-1. So it's really been boring, and they have the advantage now. As you guys said, NPFL has a reputation for always favoring the home side.
I didn't make the rules.
Even though I believe it wasn't a rule, and
no, not a rule. It's just
but last week we saw what happened. They went away and then they got results. So we are hoping that they won't sit home this time around and feel like they are entitled to 3 points. They will go all out and do what they're supposed to do, because a win last week we only give them last week. Where they are right now in the table is not where they can say, a point will cut it for us. No. What will get the fans behind them again? Because what happened to them last week was for them. The fans didn't get to see that.
Exactly.
It was away from home. The fans still want an home win. And they need to do that by a back-to-back. They've done it at away from home Warri Wolves. Now, when they come tomorrow, they need to get results. That way, the fans will be behind them.
Okay, let's see how it happens. If they win that game, they might find themselves in 4th or 5th position. All right, they might find themselves in 4th or 5th position. Okay, so let's begin to move before we go to the Bet Naija segment of the show. Let me quickly give you that Nasarawa United state of the league right now with 13 points. Enyimba comes with second with 12 points. Rivers United are 11 points with in third position. Abia Warriors, they are in 4th with 9 points. Of course, Niger Tornadoes 5th with 9 points. Katsina United, Kwara United, Shooting Stars in 8th, Wiki Tourists in 9th, Ekaname Warriors in 10th. And of course, for the relegation battles, we have Plateau United, who lost 2 days ago in Ilorin to Kwara United. Enugu Rangers, Barao FC, Kano Pillars, and Kun Khalifa. Kano Pillars in 19th position. That's one crazy thing. People will be like, how come Kano Pillars with Ahmed Musa in 19th position?
They will come out of it. It's still too early in the season. I think until the first 15 games of this, first 10 games of the season, we're actually approaching already. I think this is game number 6. So there won't be worries so much. Number 7. Yeah. So I think tensions are beginning to set in now. It's not a very good place for them to be. They need to get out as early as possible. And you look at their next game, I think they will be going away. And if NPFL is the way it is, they'll be looking at 7 with 1 point or so. But I think Kano Pillars have a thing for always finishing as high as possible. I don't see them actually struggling much this season. They'll get out of it.
Okay, they'll get out of it. All right, let's have a breather now so that we can take you to the Bet Naija segment. Be ready. Yes, get your phone close to you. Be ready so that when we call the phone lines, you just call quickly. As good as you can be one of the winners. All right, for the segment as we go there now. Keep it up right here. At the other side of the segment, we'll be looking through all of the league actions going on as we speak right now. It is Manchester United doing what they have to do against their Sunderland, the boys from the Championship. Keep it up right here. It's Complete Sports. The finance is here. Sports here, and of course, Sports Bam Bam.
Melody FM 100.7. Stay cool with Melody. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 4 p.m.
That's right. Thank you so much. This is Melody 100.7 FM in the city of Ibadan, and the segment of the show you're in right now is the Bet Naija segment. So I say welcome to the Bet Naija segment. Yes, it's sponsored by Nigeria's #1 betting company, Bet Naija. Reward for passion. Yes, that's what it is. Of course, on this segment of the show every week, what we'll be doing, we'll be highlighting some great aspect of the game, while also giving you an opportunity to win great prizes by simply just contributing meaningfully to the show. But before we move on, let's have a message from our sponsor, Bet Naija, and we will be back at the other side.
Now wetin dey make correct leader for this game? Na the person wey be the first to play or the person wey be say dem dey control the levels many times. For more than 10 years, Bet Naija don dey run things from front with different games like Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One Up, Bet Book, plus including odds wey no get mate on top more than 300,000 live matches dem. This game no be chere matter o, you dey play to win big. That's na why Bet Naija na Nigeria number one. No be for persons wey never reach 18 o. Bet Naija, truly Nigeria's number one.
Most definitely, truly Nigeria's number one. Bet Naija, you know they've been there for over 10 years now doing it, and of course giving you all of the best and reward for passion. This beautiful day. This is a Melody 100.7 FM. Now today on this segment, what we're looking at is if the Super Eagles do not qualify for the World Cup, who would you blame? Yes, who would you blame? If the Super Eagles eventually do not qualify for the World Cup, would you blame the Super Eagles? Will you blame the players? Would you blame even the government? Or is it Eric Shell you'll be blaming? Will you blame the coach Eric Shell? These are the different aspects that are involved in the game. The coach, the management, the players, and of course the NFF, or even the government. Who would you blame if Super Eagles eventually not make it to the World Cup? And that's what we're looking at when we open up the phone line very shortly. But don't forget as well, when you call, you just contribute your quota. Just call in your name. My name is Daniel. I'm calling from here, from there. I will blame Daniel Adeyemi if they do not qualify. Then you also tell us Chelsea, Liverpool. What is your score line? What is your prediction? Chelsea score 1. Liverpool 0. This is what you tell us as you contribute. You also give us your prediction. That's what we'll be going very, very shortly. It is a Bet Naija segment of Complete Sports, Melody 100.7 FM. Remember, it is still the segment, and this is what you'll be getting every week from now, 4 to 4:15 p.m. It is a segment for Bet Naija, your number one sport betting company. Of course, there is a reward for passion. So this evening, we're going to be asking you, who would you pick as the one to blame if the Super Eagles do not qualify for the World Cup? 1. Then number 2, you just give us your score, your prediction concerning Liverpool and Chelsea at the bridge. The match is coming down in the next 1 hour 30 minutes. So just call us and tell us, is it Chelsea, is it Liverpool that will be winning, or you think it's going to end in a draw? We'll be taking your prediction. If you win, you will be the one to win our prize. They're coming through Bet Naija sponsoring this one. Let's quickly take you back again to get a message from our sponsor, so that when we return, we now open the phone line. Remember, you see the Bet Naija segment of Complete Sport, sponsored by Nigeria's number one betting company, Bet Naija. Reward for passion. And let's take another message now from our sponsors. We open the phone line thereafter for your contribution. Keep it locked, don't move the muscle. It's still Complete Sport, Melody 100.7 FM, Bet Naija segment.
Kí ni a fi ń ṣe àgbà nínú eré? Ṣé ẹni tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni? Àbí ẹni tó ń ṣe lọ́nà tọ̀ léraléra? Fún ọdún mẹ́wàá ó lé ní Bet Naija ti ń ṣaṣíwájú pẹ̀lú àwọn ògbóǹtarìgì bíi Bet Builder, Bet Freezer, One Up, Bet Book àti àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìdánilójú lórí ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ọ̀rúnrún eré bọ́ọ̀lù. Ẹ̀ tayò fún ìgbádùn nìkan, ẹ̀ ń tayò láti jẹ̀gbádùn ńlá. Ìdí nìyí tí Bet Naija ṣe jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà. Kì í ṣe fún ẹnikẹ́ni tí ò tí pé ọmọ ọdún méjìdínlógún. Bet Naija, àkọ́kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà.
Welcome back. It's still Bet Naija segment of Complete Sports, Melody 100.7 FM. 0702-520-1007, 0702-520-1007, and 0705-507-1007, 0705-507-1007. These are the numbers to call. And you can also go on our Facebook page, Melody 100.7 FM. Drop your comments there as well and your prediction. Liverpool, Chelsea, Liverpool coming down. Who will win? 0702-520-1007. Let's begin to take the calls now. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, this is Akin from Odifero.
I didn't get your name.
Akin from Odifero.
Okay, Akin from Odifero. If the Super Eagles don't make it to the World Cup, who would you blame personally?
Me, I would blame the government.
Okay, you blame government.
Yes.
Why would you blame government now? What would they do?
Because they have politicized everything.
Oh, they
have not put politics into their selection. The right person would have been selected.
Okay, Chelsea, Liverpool.
Liverpool all the way.
Score line.
2-0.
Okay, 2-0 to Chelsea. I mean,
Yes.
2-0 to Chelsea. I mean, to Liverpool at the bridge. Wow. Daniel will not want to hear this one. Thank you for calling. You got it, Daniel? Okay. 0702-520-1007. 0705-507-1007. Okay. So you heard the way we did it. I mean, he just called in. He told me, I mean, who he will blame if the Super Eagles don't make it to the World Cup. Then quickly your prediction as well. 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. All right. Give me your call now and let me see who is there. Is anyone there? Hello? Okay. All right. Try to call back. 0705-507-1007 and 0702-520-1007. This segment is sponsored by Bet Naija. Reward for passion. Of course, for you to get more information concerning Bet Naija and all the offer, you can go on the website. Yes, their website, Bet Naija website, and you can get anything you want to get there. All right, so it is for the segment. They are sponsoring this segment with us. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome. Your name and location?
My name is David from Challenge.
David from Challenge. Yeah, it's good to have you. If Super Eagles don't make it to the World Cup, who would you blame?
I would blame the coach.
The coach, Jerry Shell.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh my God.
Yes,
Okay, Chelsea, Liverpool.
Chelsea 1, Liverpool 2.
Oh, okay, 1-2 to Liverpool. Oh, wow. Daniel Adeyemi will not be happy with all of these predictions. Okay, thank you, David.
Thank you for that day.
Oh, thank you. It's all good, right? Okay, keep it coming. 0702-520-1007, 0705-507-1007. If the Super Eagles don't make it to the World Cup, who would you blame? And you tell us your prediction for today's game. Chelsea hosting Liverpool at the bridge. And that's what we are doing this beautiful day. Okay, keep it locked right here. It is Bet Naija segment of Complete Sports on Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Pretty. The finest is here, and of course we still have more calls coming through. We'll be taking them very, 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 very shortly. But we need to quickly let you know that you can also go on our page and see what we do there. Then you drop your comments below. All right, let's take the next call now. All right, hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, welcome.
Yeah.
Your name and location. Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Anthony. I'm calling from Arulogun Road, Ojo.
Okay, it's good to have you. If Super Eagles don't make it to the World Cup, who would you blame?
I'll blame the NFF.
NFF. Oh my God. Why?
Yes, because they didn't appoint a coach in time for the Super Eagles before the qualification.
Okay, because the qualifiers. Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, Chelsea, Liverpool, your prediction?
Chelsea win 2-1.
Chelsea will win 2-1.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. All right, we appreciate from Arulogun. Okay, keep it coming. 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. That is where we are. It is the Bet Naija segment of the show. It is Complete Sports, a Melody 100.7 FM on the show. Before we take more calls, the calls still coming in. Let's go listen again to our sponsor right here on Bet Naija segment of Complete Sports.
Now, what do you make correct leader for this game? Now, the person will be the first to play, or the person will be saying, then they control the levels many times. For more than 10 years, Bet Naija don dey run things from front with different games like Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One Up, Bet Boom, plus including odds wey no get mate on top more than 300,000 live matches dem. This game no be chere were matter o, you dey play to win big. That's na why Bet Naija na Nigeria number one. No be for persons wey never reach 18 o. Bet Naija, truly Nigeria's number one.
Most definitely Bet Naija, reward for passion, truly Nigeria's number one. That is 415 is for Bet Naija on the show. Let's take more calls now before we begin to wrap this segment up. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome. Your name and location? I didn't get your name. Your line is cracky.
Joel.
Okay,
from Liberty.
Joel from Liberty. Yeah. Okay, if Nigeria's Super Eagles don't make it to the World Cup, who would you blame?
NFF.
Okay, thank you. So, why would you blame NFF?
Because that is how they have been doing us from past years back now. That's what they have been doing us. The same thing happened. The same thing still happened again. At least they're supposed to learn a lesson.
Wow. Thank you so much. All right, Chelsea, Liverpool, your prediction?
Draw 1-1.
Okay, 1-1. The bridge. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Keep it coming. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. Okay, so remember, this segment of the show is sponsored by Bet Naija, and of course, reward for passion. Truly, Nigeria's number one is Bet Naija. For you can follow Bet Naija also on all socials at Bet Naija Official, at Bet Naija Official, BETN. That's 9JA. That's figure 9JA Official. Bet Naija Official. Then you can also, for more information about Bet Naija, yes, you can follow them on betnaija.com, www.betnaija.com. Yes, for all information that you want concerning Bet Naija, www.betnaija.com. So that is what you will definitely get. Of course, every time you join us on the show, this beautiful every Saturday, Complete Sport at 4 to 4:15 p.m. is for Bet Naija. Don't forget, a time for you to get some winnings right here once you are part of what we do. Before we go, let me quickly look through the messages that has been sent. Yes, concerning this segment of the show. Okay. This one says, okay, let me quickly, let's take this message for those who are following us, dropping their messages. Okay, all right, this one says, wow, the finest is good. The Bet Naija has joined you on the show. God bless you. Yes, I can't wait to be winning. Oh, yes, for you to win, you have to be part of it now. Yes, always follow us, and of course, do the right thing. Be part of the segment as well. Because this one says, yeah, the finest. You've been announcing it, and it's here finally. Bet Naija na the bomb. All right, thank you so much. And you say your name is Dan from Ologuneru. Okay, this one from Michael from Iworo says, the finest. I think I will blame NFF, just as every other person has been saying, because they did not do the right thing at the right time. And for Chelsea, Liverpool, I think Liverpool will win them 2-1. At the bridge. Okay, so that's the way it's been on the Bet Naija segment of the show this evening on Complete Sports Melody 100.7 FM. Don't forget, follow Bet Naija at Bet Naija Officials, Bet Naija Officials, and of course, don't forget, go on their website www.betnaija.com, www.betnaija.com for all of the information that you need there. Always remember, is a reward for passion, and one thing is certain, it's truly Nigeria's number one. Thank you so much for being part of the Bet Naija segment of the show. Let's get out of the segment now. We will come back for more on Complete Sport Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Pretty. See you and my boys at the other side.
Kí ni a fi ń ṣe àgbà nínú eré? Ṣé ẹni tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni? Àbí ẹni tó ń ṣe lọ́nà tọ̀ léraléra? Fún ọdún mẹ́wàá ó lé ní Bet Naija ti ń ṣaṣíwájú pẹ̀lú àwọn ògbóǹtarìgì bíi Bet Builder, Bet Freezer, One-Up Bet Boom àti àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìdánilójú lórí ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ọ̀ọ́dúnrún eré bọ́ọ̀lù. Ẹ̀ tayò fún ìgbádùn nìkan, ẹ̀ ń tayò láti jẹ̀gbádùn ńlá. Ìdí nìyí tí Bet Naija ṣe jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà. Kì í ṣe fún ẹnikẹ́ni tí ò tí pé ọmọ ọdún méjìdínlógún. Bet Naija àkọ́kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà.
Okay, thank you so much. We're still right here. Big up to all of you. Yeah, we'll be back again on Saturday next week for that segment of the show where we got all of your predictions. Daniel got that covered. So if you win, definitely you just send your ASA and we credit your money immediately. Now, talking about crediting, Farida, if Farida is listening to me, I don't know. Farida, last night you won on my show, on the cruise show. But I'm surprised, for the first time since I've been sending money to winners, I've been getting, I don't know if Daniel has that experience, I've been trying to send money, and anytime I want to send money, it says failed, the account cannot be, it's telling me some funny things, and I've tried it several times, the account is not going through.
Farida needs to pray.
I don't know, maybe the account is not, everything, it gets to that last point, it just say failed. the account is suspicious or something.
Oh, God.
That's what they are telling me.
Okay.
And I've never experienced such before.
It happens.
Yeah, Farida,
Yeah,
please.
it happens like that.
Farida, if you can hit me up, maybe you can get another account so that we can do this one. I don't like carryover. If you win, we'll give you immediately. That's what we do here. All right, let's go to the league now. League actions. All right, let's talk about the league actions now. Yes, Bam Bam, Sports here. Let's go to the actions. And before we go to the match that is coming, that everyone is talking about, Chelsea, Liverpool, let's first talk about the one that has gone down first. I mean, let's begin with Tottenham. Tottenham, they are making a point this season. Thomas Frank, according to Bam Bam, is trying to prove a point to people that, look, Brentford is a small river where I was swimming before. Now I'm in a bigger river now. Leeds United, they beat them like thieves. Okay, not like thieves anyway. 2-1.
Not like thieves, but a win is always important.
Most definitely.
Whether we like it or not, away from home is always not easy. We just try to be hard on MPFL sometimes. It's always not easy anywhere in the world to go away and win. But Thomas Frank has actually, since he's arrived into the team, I think the fact that he arrived a bit early helped him a bit.
Okay, because immediately before as the season ended,
he came in. So it was part of the transfer. It was part of the decision making on which player he wants and all of that. So I can say this is his team. This is how he wants the team to look like. And he didn't give much room for a lot of outgoing in Tottenham Hotspur. So all the signings he want, the only one he missed out on was Eberechi Eze. And he got a very good replacement in Simon. Sabi Simons, that was supposed to come to Chelsea. It was a very good, very better replacement for him.
And Mohamed Kudus too. It's a very good
incredible
guy.
He was on target today. Incredible performance. You look at Tottenham now.
He gave them the winning goal.
Yeah, they are a different team right now. If you look at this current Tottenham, they're a different team. They play with more intentionality. They don't settle for draws. They don't want you to come at them. Up until the final moment of the game, they were attacking. They were that very bold now. I think the message, whether we like it or not, we can't take away from the fact that winning Europa League last season goes a long way in helping the club's DNA. Winning medals, winning trophies that matters helps the team, helps the club's DNA. That's actually what you can win games, win 5-20 games, finish second on the table. It don't affect your DNA. But when you win important medals, why people are saying Chelsea actually have not been the best team in the last few years. But when it comes to winning trophies, important trophies, they won the Conference League last season. They won the Club World Cup. Just not long after that, before that, they won the Champions League. They won they've won a lot of trophies, but not like they've been good in the league. The last time Chelsea won the Premier League, I think, was 2017 or thereabout. So what that does to Chelsea's DNA is that it sends a clear message to every player that comes to Chelsea that here we win trophies.
The winning mentality.
The winning mentalities. So every football club or nation wants a DNA that when the player puts on that jersey, you're playing to win, not playing to show, as some clubs are. Not playing to play good football and people clap for you and say that was a good football. No. And that's what we are seeing with the current Tottenham Hotspur. They are not playing to just get as many wins as possible and remain in the Premier League.
They might not play well, but
while watching them, I told Bam Bam something. I think if Tottenham will not win Premier League, one thing I believe they will do this season is they will decide the winner. They are that strong. They are going to spoil somebody's party.
They'll be spoilers for somebody.
Yes, they will be strong spoilers. They are going to either spoil party for Man City, Arsenal, or Liverpool. They are going to be that strong that whenever either it's going to maybe match 36 or 37 and you want to play them, that team should just know that Timothy Bami,
there's problem
because they are not the usual Tottenham. They are not afraid to lose. They want to win so much that they are not afraid and that's what I think every manager should get into his team. Don't be afraid to lose. Rather, be more interested in winning. If you are so interested in winning, what Leeds United played today, very strong football. Leeds United last game
United have always been good.
They have been very good. They didn't play as a team that is coming from relegation. We saw the same thing they played with them was what they played last week with Bournemouth. Yeah. And don't forget, Bournemouth is currently sitting second in the Premier League.
Yeah.
They frustrated Bournemouth so much that it was in the stoppage time that Bournemouth got a draw from them. So this same Leeds United, Tottenham beat them away, and yet they were so hard on them. They didn't allow them to breathe. Leeds United were very strong at some point and all of that, but Tottenham remained focused on the game. Their vocal point was Kudus and of course Xabi Simons. They were coming through the flanks, coming through the center, and overall, the team played with a very intentional mentality that we are not trying to get a point or trying to survive in the league. We want to go as high as possible. So Tottenham, for me, they're going to be a very big surprise this season. And at the same time, it won't be much of a surprise because they have a reputation over the years. I mean, just not long ago, we saw them close to winning Premier League, if not for Chelsea doing the job for Leicester City. So, and they've always been there. Aside Arsenal, Tottenham, aside Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. I think Liverpool still, Tottenham also they're in the mix up there. They're always
right
pushing.
Right now they are occupying second position.
Yes, they are second right now. And no matter what happens, they will still be in the top 6 at the end of this week's fixtures. So for me, they are a team we really should take note of. Incredible performance from the manager and the players.
Of course, for other games going down right now as we speak, Manchester United. Where is this boy?
Bam, come here.
Where did he disappear?
Come here. Don't even try that. Come here. I think you are winning. Let's celebrate you now.
I'm telling you. An early goal in the 8th minute by Chelsea boy. Yes, Chelsea boy, the one they don't like to see his face right now at the bridge. Yeah.
Bamba.
You see, Bamba is laughing.
He's just laughing everywhere. Like,
the one they don't like to see face at the beach right now. Your former boy gave them the early goal.
Who's that?
You don't know who scored the goal for them?
I don't know.
Your former. When I say your former, the one you sold to them now.
Which one is that?
He doesn't.
Well, who scored the goal? First goal for you.
Is it Šeško scored?
Šeško is the second. I scored the second goal.
I don't know the guy you are trying to give a reputation. I don't.
So you guys, you don't know. I want you to guess before I tell you.
No, I don't know him.
The guys that have been that you guys don't like to see now.
Okay, Mr. Mount.
I didn't want to say it.
That guy has more hospital appearance than
you guys are not. You Chelsea fans are.
Wow, is that his first goal for the club?
He scored in the 8th minute.
Wow.
I mean,
wow, £65 million.
I thought you were seeing the game now when you said he scored.
No, I saw the game writing the score right there.
Mbemo gave him the assist.
Yeah, so really, I think
so 2-1. I mean, Manchester United. I mean, 2-0. 2-0 right now, making a point against West Ham United.
Maybe you are speaking prophetically.
No, I say West Ham. Sunderland, they've been doing very well. One of the, I mean, all of these teams that came from the Championship, they've been telling guys, you guys should be careful.
Premier League, they don't send you.
Sunderland, Leeds United, the third guy, they've always been, all of them are proving.
That's the one thing about Premier League. They don't send you. They don't care how long they've been in the relegation. Once they come up, they are not actually more concerned about what happens at the end of the season. They just want to make sure that when they play against the big guys, they want to make a statement, a very strong statement at that. Grimsby United made a post, I think day before yesterday, still celebrating their win against Man United for how many months now?
They should go easy to collect money.
Is that much of a big deal for them when it comes to the Premier League and the way it is? Coming from the second division to the first division and playing a very strong game against the big guys are games that actually sell you as a team. You go down. Many of us won't forget Swansea. Not because they actually win anything special. I think they only won the Carling Cup then, now Carabao Cup.
And they are not even a team from England. They are from Wales.
Because they had a reputation for winning against big teams. Chelsea, Man City, they were winning. They meet you that time. We have Wilfred Bony. Exactly. For them that time. So they made a statement, and anytime you still see them on the sheet, even now.
You still remember that.
Swansea. You still want to give them that respect. So it's the same thing with Sunderland, coming up against Man United or any newly promoted side. They are actually the ones that I feel like very dangerous. You don't have anything to lose.
Because this game has not ended. I'm not writing off Sunderland yet.
It has not. It's not over yet.
Now the thing is, even Amorim is just trying to save his job. Now against Grimsby, he lost. He went to Burnley, defeated them 3-2. Against Manchester City, he lost 3-0. Back to Chelsea, he won. Then against Brentford, he lost.
Yes.
Now he's about to win it. That's the way.
I don't understand. Ten Hag was doing
exactly. Trying to save his job.
Okay. Mama don't sound like we've been here before. We know this time. So don't use this in
It
another.
was the same thing. It was the same logic.
Logic.
We want lose one. We want.
That's how to buy you. I mean, that's how to get the noise away from your side. Because okay, last week was a defeat, noise all through the week. The week before that was a victory. It was
Chelsea.
a big relief.
But for me, Bam Bam, I think that game against Chelsea saved him that job.
He saved him.
If he had lost that game,
If he had lost that game,
Pressure
he would have
would
won Brentford one way or the other. I'm telling you.
With this sequence.
he wouldn't have played Brentford.
He would have. I know he would have. I think he would have preferred Brentford.
Because that
coming into
win
this game
against Chelsea started giving him a kind of confidence. Started even making the owners, the board,
trust
started
him.
looking at them because they issued a statement earlier today that anybody who is thinking they want to sack him should forget it.
Wow.
I mean, coming into the
That
game,
they
we
want
had,
to give him a full year. They want to see what
we
they can
know
do.
that one is actually what management do to get the player to feel like we are. I mean,
Got you.
the players to feel like
The man is in
they have the backing of the owners,
so that you don't.
so they will respect the manager. But we know
if he loses
that everyone. Angie just came to the club, not up to.
And the fans are
Angie is in trouble.
They're already carrying the knife over his head, like you're going.
No, that one is
Should he lose the next game? I think he's played 5 games. No
Six.
victory yet.
Six
He's
games.
not won 6.
No victory yet. So it's the
And he
same
has a
way
very
with
bad record. You
very
talked about
bad,
the record
yes,
on Friday.
100.
I mean, no coach has
Has
got
never done
sacked
it.
before.
Well,
I mean, very sad one.
it's
Well, for the other game, Arsenal, of course, against West Ham, 2-0 right now. The game has Arsenal has scored the second goal. Of course, Declan Rice is doing what he knows how to do, and because he's pushing Arsenal. I mean, to where one thing about Arsenal this season, you cannot say they are missing anybody.
Yeah.
Before we say they miss Bukayo. Bukayo will be on the bench now. Arsenal will still be making a
and
point.
Madueke is back, and you will hear that before they say Saka is injured, Madueke is back. Before they will say that Martinelli or Trossard is injured, Eberechi Eze is there. So that's why I said right now they are the strongest team
I think the most complete team right now
in the Premier League.
Squad depth. They
Maybe in
have.
Europe. Look at Arsenal's defense. They've got 8 defenders that are very scary.
For instance, they are winning 2-0 now,
Yeah.
and the man has been strong at the back. Gabriel
It's
Magalhaes.
now 2-0.
Yes,
Yeah,
now.
wow.
Gabriel is out of the game, yet they are playing well.
They actually focus on the defense. They recruit a lot of players, 8 solid guys, right back, left back, guys that they can easily rotate them. Now, the only thing, like I said, that I fear about Arsenal is their DNA. We're near success syndrome. Always close to it. For some reason, not getting there.
We want to take you there, but small time.
For some reasons, not getting there. But if they can break that jinx,
So it's a jinx thing.
it becomes a
Nani,
jinx.
honestly, I don't think it's a jinx
Is it a
because
jinx
it was Arteta that brought them to that level.
No.
Before then, Arsenal they were not top.
No. The Arsenal of Arsene
When
Wenger were
Arteta came, he
actually.
won FA Cup immediately.
There was a bridge.
When Emery,
the FA Cup was done.
Emery did not take them to the Champions League.
Exactly, that's the only bridge there. Emery, then Arteta. But before that, we've had a manager who's been there for ages and gave them the
It was just
status.
top 14 now.
He was just top 4.
Yeah,
exactly.
even the
He
top
was
four.
second. He
It was just no. You can't even.
second.
Bobola-
He was like top
Bobola,
4. Maybe
top 4
fourth.
then.
Yeah.
Top 4 then.
was celebrated.
Jesus. To be top 4 in those era, you really have to give it to him because there was no money that time.
There was money, but he didn't like to
He
spend
didn't
money.
like to spend.
No.
That's
There's
why
difference
Jebu.
between- there's difference between when you don't like to spend and when you actually don't have the money so much to spend.
No, they had the money.
No, not like they had the money. They were
had the
building
money.
stadium.
See,
Daniel.
It was this man that actually gave them the stadium.
Daniel, let me tell you something. At a point, people were beginning to get angry with Arsene Wenger. That
Not
look, they will
spending
give him money, but he will not want to spend. He
Yeah,
likes to-
because he has already gotten used to building players. I mean, they had a reputation. If there's anything we know Arsenal for them,
Beat
was,
the
they
young
were
boys.
always coming up with
And
the
they will now sell,
Wilshere,
make
the
money.
Jack Wilshere, the Ramsey. Players were coming left, right, and center. If you have the kind of academy that Arsenal had then, you want to be signing players with C today.
Yeah,
They were producing the likes of Fabregas, Van Persie.
From there to
It would be they had players from everywhere. So why do you want to sign
academy.
players that you want to spend a lot of money they were spending that time? They feel there was
But
no
do you
need
know
for
that
it.
even Chelsea had a better academy than
No.
But eventually they had
I
to sign
think
players.
I think
So
in the
better
early
is what?
days,
Chelsea sign players.
yeah,
Chelsea had better.
definitely, and that was because it was a different. What's it called? The manifesto was different. The owner of Chelsea came with one thing: let's win. The owner of Arsenal came with let's have an identity of playing a beautiful football and winning. And if you look at Arsenal, they are actually Arsenal is a very wonderful brand, beautiful brand. People look at that. No, if it's another
Like
team. Mine is still up there, but when you look at the way they
brand too.
when you look at the way they brand Arsenal over the years, the way they brand them, you look at Arsenal with some respect. Yeah, they built Emirates Stadium under Arsene Wenger because it gave them the room to do that. Don't waste money on players. I will build the players that will compete. And top 4 was a big deal. Playing in the Champions League back to back. And he did that for them. So when Arteta came on board, Arteta is the only manager who's actually spent the most. So I don't want to give it to Arteta as if we've not seen. He has still not given us the best of Arsenal. The invisible is no. You won't tell me these ones are close to invisible now.
I mean, in recent times, Daniel. In recent times,
see, it's invisible. The invisibility is still possible in this era of football.
It's not possible again. What I'm saying is that the greatest Arsenals we've seen are the invisibles. No one comes close.
But even this invisible,
no one denying that part.
That you're talking about, Man City they scored better points than them.
That's not
even Arsenal.
No. It's not about
points.
It's not about the points.
This invisibility they keep shouting. They had plenty draws, not even
wins.
It's actually not about points.
That's what I'm saying.
It's about going invisible.
Do you know
at the time when football was like, whoa.
Okay, wait, guy. I want to ask you a question. In 5 games, for instance, in 5 games you lose 2, 1-3. How many points is that?
That's 9 points.
9 points. But in 5 games, you lose. You do not lose at all.
I just get a draw.
You just draw, and all of it. Which one is better?
Well, I think when you talk about the end result, we are not talking about just games now. The end result was that they went the whole season.
Okay, they didn't lose.
Not losing, and they win the league. If they are not lost and they did not win the league, it would have been a different ball game.
Okay.
They didn't lose and won the league. You have to give that to them.
But that point they amassed that time, Arteta has surpassed that point.
He has surpassed the
and
point.
Yet he's still not able. You see, that's what I'm saying. It's the quality of the point. They had less and won it. He's had more, they win it. I don't want to give that man the crown.
I will not stand with that.
Don't stand with what?
That there's a lot of competition right now.
Well, okay. Would you rather want a manager who give you 100 points and finish second, or a manager who give you 50 points and win the league?
Daniel, what I'm trying to say is,
no,
you're not looking at it from the perspective that
of what?
The league has actually gotten bigger and better.
It's not better. In fact, it's not even better.
It's better.
Because right now, look at the Premier League right now. Look at the guys that are scoring goals right now. You look at Premier League, they are no caliber. How many captains do we have in the Premier League right now?
Daniel,
captains of national teams.
In the Premier League.
How many captains of national teams do we have in the Premier League
now? In the Premier League right now, you are seeing Crystal Palace, they will stun you. Exactly. Then there was no competition. They were always the top teams. Right now, you see small teams.
No. That doesn't mean it's better. That only means that the gap has been breached. It doesn't mean it's better. It means that the big guys didn't grow. They refuse to grow. The likes of Chelsea been struggling. The likes of Liverpool.
Wait, is that your own summation, or you think the young ones have grown?
No. The young ones are not growing. Not like they have the money to spend. The young ones are not growing.
They are spending money.
No. The ones spending money are the one who's been hot for years.
Nottingham Forest buy entire team.
And you look at the player. Which one of them actually was up to 30 million? They were spending money. Some of these one by loan or group or anything.
With a very good manager. They were top 6.
Compare to the days. Compare with the
Champions League.
Yeah, exactly.
Compare to the days where Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, and Arsenal, you will know that is the top 4.
They were just dominating them. Only the top.
And now, when you say dominating, these are 4 guys. So the competition is like that. Not now that you look at the Premier League table now and you see Bournemouth in the second place. I mean, there's no class there again.
No, is that
Daniel?
There's no class there again. How can Bournemouth be second in the Premier League and Chelsea?
Isn't that an improvement on the league?
For me. Okay, let's look at it in the
whole invisible.
Imagine
the Champions League. Where did
you call it an improvement? Will you call it an improvement if at the end of the season, Con Khalifa is third? And other newly promoted side,
I will celebrate it because they are a private team, and that's what I'm bringing.
That's the angle you will use to celebrate it.
The Invisibles. Where were they in the Champions League? Arsenal.
They went all the way to get to Champions League final.
Which final?
2004, right? They lost against Barcelona.
The
Invisible are the greatest in the history of Arsenal. Arteta is still not there. You don't give this guy any credit. He spend more money.
Right now in the Premier League,
he has wasted a lot of resources.
Okay, now
the last FA Cup he won was actually not his FA Cup. Unai Emery took that team to the quarterfinals.
Okay,
he came 1-2 and won it with the same squad.
Okay, now the question I want to ask before we leave this Arsenal game is, if Arteta doesn't win anything this season, I said yesterday, Bam, that even if it's a wooden cup, let him just win something. So I'm asking now, if at the end of the day, Arteta and Arsenal end up not winning anything this season, will you call for his head?
His head is already off now. If he ends this season, without winning, even if he wins the Carabao Cup, his head is on the line. In fact, if he wins the FA Cup, it will take a very strong argument.
So you're saying he should just win the league?
He has to win the league or the Champions League. See, in the whole world right now, there is no team that has the kind of squad depth and how do I call it? Squad health. Because these guys didn't go to play anything in the summer.
But let me remind you something. Do you know that teams that end up winning competitions and trophies end up not being the best team?
Yeah.
The twice Chelsea won Champions League, that was not the best Chelsea team. You had a very terrible coach at the time you won it for the first time. The second time you won it, it was not that you had the best. So it's just it happened. So they might be the best. It doesn't mean it guarantees them to win something.
Well, Chelsea is different from Arsenal.
Okay.
You know, I said something about Chelsea the other time. Chelsea have a DNA of winning trophies. They can, in fact, anytime Chelsea do bad in the league, they win the Champions League each time they've won. But Arsenal, we know them. They have what works for Arsenal is quality and delivery. It's not the same thing with Chelsea. Chelsea don't need the quality. But Chelsea just need this. By any means, just get me to the final. We win it. The Club World Cup final, we all knew. So their part was easier.
So you're saying it's not even for him to win anything. See, he must win the league.
He has to win either. That's the standard, though. Because if he
who said it?
I'm sure he's telling himself the truth. Because if he thinks winning FA Cup he'll give him the applause of the fans, he's lying.
But he's not won anything for.
Look at how much he spent over the years. Well, check it out. How much this guy has spent since he got to Arsenal. He spent ridiculous amount of money. We are not looking at the money he's spending because with his Arsenal, and there's too many banter around Arsenal fans, around Arsenal as a team.
I want to ask.
Average, look at what he signed this summer. The money he spent this summer.
Yeah, he spent a whole lot of money.
A lot.
I want Bam. Yeah. Yesterday I was telling you that Daniel wasn't there. That's why I didn't ask that question. I only said if he won even if it's a wood, let him win. Now you heard what he said.
Yeah.
That he's not just winning anything. It must be the League or Champions League.
Don't you think winning just anything at all? He has won the Community Shield twice. He's won the FA Cup.
Daniel,
what do you want to win anything at all? Won't that give him the confidence?
Now, I don't like the fact that nobody's giving plaudits to Arteta that he took Arsenal to that level. That Arsenal is.
He has not taken Arsenal to any level that they have never been.
Definitely.
He has only returned them to where they used to be, and that was in a long time.
As a Wenger, then apart from the 2004.
Please, when you talk about as a Wenger, have some respect.
Even the Arsene Wenger after the 2004.
Without Arsene Wenger, they can't be Arteta.
Subsequently, did we get to see them at the second position in the Premier League? No. We didn't get to see them. At some point, Arsenal they were 8-7. Nobody's even talking about the fact that
they were not in the Champions League.
In the Champions League, when the likes of Iwobi they were there. In fact, they had to sell the likes of Ozil, like Alexis Sanchez, and this man came on board within 2 or 3 seasons. He put them up there. That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody's giving him that plaudits. Then. Now that he's very, very close, everybody is now being harsh on him.
He's no one is harsh on him.
Everybody's been harsh on him.
People are just trying to sing it very clear to his hair. That
you guys are putting him under pressure.
He should be under pressure. He's one of the oldest managers in the Premier League right now. After
he's a small boy. He's not.
Who is a small boy? A small boy in a old man's shoes. A old man already. That's what I'm saying. You should know that.
These guys don't know. This guy is in his 40s.
If he's a small boy, he will be in the championship. He won't be spending money that big. Any small boy that know how to call big money, you look at Madueke and you say, "Give me 55 million."
That is just last season. How much did they spend?
The question, you have not allowed Bam to answer the question I asked.
The question I asked: total transfer spending on permanent deals.
Daniel,
since this guy came on board and at Arsenal,
how many
is about 1 billion.
Daniel, how many in this season? Is more of it in this season?
The great man. His grandfather, the one that actually taught him how to play, talk about Arsene Wenger, did not spend half of that in his.
Wasn't that
time. Compare the era.
I understand.
We're not spending that.
And I like that. And I like the way. And I like that.
In that era.
So what you guys are telling me now is that what works now is a lot of money, right?
Let me now tell you that in those eras, they will leave you as a manager for 20 years, leave you for 15 years, 16 years.
They were not leaving.
Daniel is saying he's one of the oldest managers. Somebody that has spent how many seasons? Maybe 5.
Yeah, it's
compared to that season. If you are trying to compare the eras right now,
if you are in a place,
you're not being fair enough, Daniel.
You know what is not fair now.
Arteta
is actually going away with a crime nobody is looking at.
What's the crime?
No, the crime.
Quickly, we need to.
Do you know since his first year in Arsenal, he has actually not won any major trophy since that FA Cup. What has been saving him is the fact that he won the Community Shield, at the beginning of the
And
season,
he returned them to
and
the Champions
twice
League.
he finished second.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a crime.
He returned them to the Champions
Because
League.
he has spent more. Come on, any
Yes.
manager. If you
Not any
Popola,
manager.
if you spend that
Nuno
in the
Espirito
Champions
Santo.
League,
Nuno Espirito Santo.
you know right now that
When
Newcastle
he
is in the
was
Champions
Nottingham
League.
Forest, he took them up there.
Yeah.
Now they are with a different manager.
Okay, should we now say?
They are down.
Should we now say the
So don't
Newcastle
say any
manager?
manager can do that?
Should we now say the Newcastle
Unai Emery
manager?
was there. Did he do it?
The Newcastle
He did.
manager actually came to Newcastle when they were struggling for relegation. He turned it that season. The next season, new owners came on board. They started spending. They were not free to spend that big of a
Daniel,
money. But right now, Newcastle is playing
My point is,
Champions
not
League for
any
the
manager
second
can
time.
do that. Because
Last
are you
season-
not going to say Unai Emery is a top manager?
Let's
He's
have
in the Europa
forgot.
League.
Let's have forgot. Newcastle has been playing Champions League for 3 years running now. For 3 years running. Because I saw 2023, they won PSG by 5 goals to 2 or thereabout in the Champions League. And you are trying to tell me that I should be applauding Arteta for bringing Arsenal
what
of
I'm
this
trying to say
world
is, you just
back
made-
to
Daniel,
Champions
you just-
League.
you just
When
made-
someone has done
you
it for
made a
less
statement.
amount of
Daniel, you made a statement
time
that any
and
manager
resources.
will do that. Not
Yeah.
any manager
I
will do that.
just showed you any manager who have done it.
Unai
Another
Emery
manager has done it.
in what?
Newcastle manager did it with less resources and less time. Newcastle United manager
What
brought
I'm
them back
trying-
into the
what I'm
Champions
trying to
League.
say is
In-
now let's look at the current Nottingham Forest situation now. A man took them up there, Nuno Espirito Santo. Another man came on board. Just few players that were sold, and he brought in new players. That's Ange Postecoglou. Right now they are 17th on table. So the fact that the Newcastle manager, that's why we are giving him plaudits. That's why we are saying that
And
this
Ange
manager is
is
up
even
there.
more
You see,
experienced.
now,
That's why we are giving him plaudits.
I don't
So,
think many
Unai
other fans will
Emery-
agree with you because
Okay.
there is the mediocrity that comes with what you are saying now. That you are trying to tell them to settle for less.
It's not about settling.
No,
for
no,
less.
they have not spent this much
No,
of a
the-
money.
the cap-
Do you
the-
think?
the fact that
Bobola,
you
okay, let
said-
me ask you this
the
way.
fact that you
Do you
said-
actually think what attracts Declan Rice, who just won Conference League before leaving West Ham, what attracts Eberechi Eze, who just won the FA Cup before leaving Crystal Palace,
Oh, obviously,
is to go back and win those things?
Obviously, Arsenal is a bigger club.
They want to win major.
You said it earlier.
Arsenal, they are a
is
big club. They have the prestige.
No. That's no. We know that
Why not?
Arsenal were big 3 seasons ago. They were not attracting players like this. You know why?
Whether you're-
Because they were not that
United
strong.
today, they were able to attract Ubuemo because they are big. It's not
Okay,
because of their
I will
performance.
say this: if
Somebody
Arteta
has
is in
scored
this
20
club at the end of the
goals.
season,
Okay.
It's about
without
how-
winning either the Champions League or the Premier League,
How was
He's a
United
failure.
able to
no,
get the likes of
that would be him
Ubuemo?
walking on the rope,
That's not 20 goals.
very tiny
That's the
rope.
question that led us to all of this
He won't
conversation.
be comfortable if by the end of the season he is not winning. He didn't
But
win
you
the
think
Champions
he
League or
should
Premier
just win anything necessary?
I feel like yes,
Just win anything.
at least
Carabao Cup.
Boost his morale,
This
right?
is CV, yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yesterday it was Bournemouth that defeated Fulham. I never saw that coming, but somehow Fulham lost 3-1 with all of their Niger-made stars. Okay. Now let's go to the game that's coming up in the next. That should be in less than 45 minutes, right? It's
Let me
Liverpool.
go and check the lineup.
Chelsea at the bridge
Another time
hosting
to-
Liverpool.
to carry my hat
One
up.
thing about these two teams, they are trying to avoid back-to-back losses. Who needs this game more, Bamba?
Feel free to say whatever you want to say.
No,
Who needs this game more?
honestly,
your woes.
Arsenal. I said Arsenal. Chelsea, they need this game more than ever.
More than Liverpool.
Yes, more than Liverpool, honestly, because the coach needs to redeem himself. Liverpool, before now, they were having a very good streak, very good winning streak. For Chelsea, it has not been perfect for them. They lost.
Remember, they won in the Champions League. Liverpool lost in the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean that's a different kettle of fish, and I know that
It's still part of losses and winning.
it's still part of losses. But the thing is, the Champions League, they still have about 7 or 8 games in the group stage. Eventually, if they win it, they will still be on the verge of qualifying to the next round. But right now in the Premier League, which is very, very most important for Maresca, because we know the struggles Chelsea had last season. I mean, before they qualified to the Champions League, he wouldn't want that to happen. And personally, I tipped Chelsea to actually win. But look at their form. In 5 games, just 2 wins. And how many losses?
2 losses.
It's not
One
even,
draw.
they are not even draws. They are lost because they lost.
They drew one now.
minus the Bayern Munich. They lost to United, and they also lost to Brighton.
They lost to Brighton, yeah.
So that's 2 losses. And
They had a draw now. There was a draw, I think. Yeah.
I think they had a draw.
Chelsea?
Yes,
They draw at
Brentford.
Brentford.
Brentford, yes.
So
Try to remember
that's 2
that.
losses, 2 wins, and 1 draw. That is not a perfect start for even a good team. I would say that
The world champion.
for world champions, you understand? And I think yes. No, you can go on to say whatever.
I don't know why
want to
you are laughing. Are you not the world champion?
Daniel can go on to say
It's
whatever.
not
he wants to
suddenly
say.
how he has energy. I swear.
Yes.
You see, since Since 3 p.m. we've been talking on this show. I have never seen his hand this high.
Guys,
that's the truth. I just
what the Bola wants to do if you not be there. So fairness, as I'm saying.
But that's the truth. They did this game more than
Jamie
ever.
Carragher
They need to prove themselves. And now, one thing about Chelsea is against the smaller teams, they always find a way of winning it. But against the big teams, United, they were defeated. Now against Liverpool, are they going to sit there at the Stamford Bridge and get
because
defeated?
since this guy, since he was appointed, he finds it difficult to do well against big
teams. You understand? Hiding under the shadows of Club World Cup, well, that's perfect. But I just think.
See, I didn't know
But then I think it's going to be a cracker. Honestly, Liverpool for me, fine form. Although they lost to Crystal Palace, which was very, very shocking. But Chelsea at home with their defense, Liverpool will whip them.
Whipping.
They will be beaten like 3-1, 2-0, 4-1.
So you're saying they'll be beaten like
supposed to be an analyst. Or it's supposed to be.
But
wait, are you speaking from Oteangu?
It's not about their defense. And we know how classy.
But when you said this whipping,
yes, laughing. Because we know how classy the strikers or the attackers of Liverpool are. Ekitike, Salah.
And Chelsea don't have defense.
They don't have good defense.
Defense is
vibrating.
Who is going to defend for them? No one. So
can I?
Okay, you can have your way, but I think
you can have your way.
All right, my partner, you have your way. He can go on and rant about what we have and he didn't have. He started by mentioning the quality of players we have and his team doesn't have. He started by mentioning the Club World Cup that we have and he's not going to have anytime soon. But the truth is, Chelsea is still not that team to overlook in derbies like this. The last team to do it still in the shock till tomorrow. Talk about PSG. I'm not saying Chelsea will win Liverpool, but I also know my Chelsea. They are not the one who goes into a game thinking we want to go and lose. And when you say weep, I think you should take that back. Because if
I am not going to take that back.
Okay, because
he said they will beat you like a thief.
Yeah. They have one of the poorest defense. Right
okay, now but you agree your defense is bad.
I agree. I just saw the lineup and I just saw a 17-year-old boy
in the defense
who's going to be holding Alexander Isak, who is taller than him and all of that.
Voila.
I'm scared. That's the truth.
This is what Portable saw and said.
These are exactly positions where the world usually put Chelsea and shocks comes out of it. I like the fact that Chelsea is not favourite. We've never been favourite going into any game, especially except against small teams. So I like that. But what I want Bola to look into is, as an analyst, you're supposed to look at numbers, previous meetings. He's supposed to do that. He neglected that. He was busy doing Ote. Now, if there's any reputation that Chelsea Liverpool has, is in the last 5-6 games, it's always been draws.
Yeah, they've been cooking soup.
It's always been draw. He didn't see that. Oh, he's thinking Liverpool have started the season very well.
Ahead of the game.
But then,
let me arrive.
Chelsea won at home. Away from
by how many goals? Let me arrive.
Won. Now, and when Liverpool was at home, they won. And when you look at the team that always gone away from home to win, it has to be Liverpool in recent times.
I understand. Now, I'm just going to analyze. As an analyst, I won't sit down here and say Liverpool will whip Chelsea because what I'm looking at here, Liverpool don't have it.
Okay.
The only place where Liverpool is stronger than Chelsea is at the back. Go look. Ask Bobola and Hyde.
In the attack.
Bobola, give us the combined 11.
Liverpool don't have a better attack than Chelsea now.
Bobola, give us the combined 11.
Are you saying Liverpool don't have a better attack
than Chelsea?
Bobola,
when you mention attack, mention the player you're putting in the attack.
Salah was the best player last season.
We're talking about right now. We're talking about right now.
Daniel,
Salah has not scored a goal. Salah has not scored a goal.
Right now, Daniel, when you started your analysis, you mentioned PSG. You understand? You went back into time. So why would I mention Salah? Is Salah currently who plays it? Even Pedro Neto.
Fine.
How many goals does
let's wrap it up this week.
How many goals does Pedro Neto even have this season?
Let's have a combined 11 of Chelsea.
Isak way better than Pedro.
Okay, let's start from the back. Goalkeeper.
Oh my God.
Alisson is not in goal today.
Definitely. I mean, I will give it to Sanchez.
Okay, so right back. Rhys James or the small boy?
Rhys James is not even playing right back.
He's playing there today.
He's not playing.
Okay, it's Gusto or the small
that is
boy.
playing.
Gusto. Yeah, Gusto or the small boy.
Frimpong has not.
Unfortunately, Frimpong is not available today.
Yeah, then I will give it to Gusto, yes.
Okay, centre back.
Both centre backs can have Van Dijk over both of them.
All right. So yeah, now the other back, the left back.
Left back.
Okay, left.
Cucurella.
Okay, I'll give it to Cucurella.
Okay, centre back.
Let's go to the
Caicedo.
Who?
Caicedo was Gavin Bench.
Gravenberch was the best young player last season. He was the best young player. And he was nominated for the player of the season. Okay, so Gravenberch for me.
Okay, now the second one in the midfield.
Who again? McAllister.
We have McAllister. We have Enzo Fernandez. We have Rhys James.
Rhys James is not a midfielder. Okay, I will say that he's a right back. So I wouldn't even call him a midfielder. He's not a midfielder.
But I don't know.
Let's be honest.
What I just want to bring out of it is that I don't know the
day. You go to the attack.
You can see that you pick more players from Chelsea than Liverpool.
Where?
When you are done with that lineup.
Where?
You pick more players, more from Chelsea side than
I only
Liverpool.
mentioned Gusto.
The ones you mentioned so far: Sanchez, Gusto, Cucurella, Abi, and you are struggling with Rhys James. Everybody know that not putting Caicedo there is an error.
Daniel made a point that fine, the manager can come out to say that some players are not fit, these players are not fit. Now you just mentioned that Alisson is not in the game. Some players are not in the game. But when it comes to Chelsea, you will say, they are playing a 17-year-old.
Okay.
What is the excuse there?
Okay, no problem. So what's the what you said 3-1, Abi?
Yes, 2-0, 3-1. Yes.
Okay, 2-0, 3-1.
Okay, is he predicting it? I'm not.
That's what he's. No, you can't predict now.
Because the truth is, I know my team, and I know what I'm going to do.
No problem.
When we replay this video tomorrow, you will not be standing by it.
No, definitely.
Because this is Chelsea.
For the game,
and I know what Chelsea do.
Still Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. Of course, Manchester United 2, Sunderland 0. And in Nigeria, Bendel Insurance, of course, playing Nassau United now. Goalless, same with Economy Warriors and Kano Pillars. In La Liga, Real Oviedo have been beating Levante. I think those ones are going back to where they came from. They've been beating them right, left, and center. Real Oviedo. Girona defeating right now Valencia. That's a surprise one for me. Girona beating Valencia 2-1. And later, Athletic Club will play Mallorca. Real Madrid will play Villarreal. I mean, quickly in 1 minute, Real Madrid Villarreal.
Yeah, important that they get their victory. That's Real Madrid because they started high and all of a sudden their last game in the Spanish La Liga they lost it. But Villarreal is also a very tough side. But then I think with the experience, the quality of players, Mbappe is still in fire, still on fire, trying to do one or two things in the Spanish La Liga. I think Real Madrid should be able to get that win because they will be playing at the Santiago Bernabeu, where they will be in front of their fans. So quality of players for me, I would help them as well as playing in front of their fans. So I think Real Madrid.
Mbappe, I mean, he had all of the winnings. I mean, the last match day of the Champions League, he was given the best player.
If anything is clear now in the Premier League, in the La Liga, is that there's only Vinicius and Mbappe in the La Liga. Any guy who say Lamine Yamal or something, should know now that even him and his fans are not there again. So the gap is clear. Mbappe is the face of La Liga, not the face of
How is it the face? That's the problem.
After Mbappe, we have Vinicius.
Barcelona currently they are first at the table. Last season, none of them won the best player of Spanish La Liga.
I just want to put it to you again. Who is the best player in the La Liga right now?
Last season, we are going to talk about last season.
Okay,
who won the best player? I think it was Rafinha that won the best player. Who won the best player in the Spanish La Liga?
La Liga best player last season was.
Is it that Lamine Yamal? He has to be a Barca. He has to be a Barca player. I mean,
Rafinha is better than Mbappe now.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
Okay. Before we begin to go in the Bundesliga, this my guys there. Augsburg they beat Wolfsburg earlier today. 3-1. Bayer Leverkusen also defeated Union Berlin 2-0. Borussia Dortmund they played a 1-0 draw with RB Leipzig, and Werder Bremen also defeated St. Pauli 1-0. Only one game remaining today in the Bundesliga is Eintracht Frankfurt and Bayern Munich. Any magic happen there? Eintracht Frankfurt. Because Eintracht too, they are not.
Yeah.
They are proving to be stubborn this season.
Yeah, they are a side that always score goals, and that's one thing this game would produce. Very classy goals. We might probably see a 6-goal thriller right there. So I think they would score goals, but with the form of Bayern Munich still on fire, Champions League and all of it, I think they should be able to get a win.
17 goals already for the man known as.
When you mentioned that game and you talk about how
17 goals for this guy.
Pictures will be. I'm just thinking about Harry Kane.
Harry Kane is crazy.
That one is just thinking about goals.
That guy.
I can imagine the manager is talking to them. So we are going to attack from the left, and the guy is just like.
Just pass me the ball.
I mean, he's scoring
I'll take it
anyhow.
from there.
He's scoring anyhow. In the Serie A, Lazio already they played 3-3 with Roma. Of course, Parma were defeated at home by Lecce. Inter Milan will be playing Cremonese later. Atalanta will be playing Como as well. In the Ligue 1, a game is going on right now between Metz and Marseille. There's goalless at halftime. Brest, that's my team. And of course, we'll be playing Nantes, and Auxerre will be playing Lens. So these are the games that are going down today. Thank you so much for being part of the show where we can. The time with us. But don't worry, we'll be here again next Saturday. But Monday to Friday, Complete Sports 6:15, and rather Sports Cruise 6:15, and of course Sunrise Sport 8:30 a.m. Thank you so much, Bam Bam.
Yes.
And of course,
congratulations to you for your win this week.
Okay, the sports here. I wish your team well. So, I know last week you're not happy.
Well, see, he has been enough energy to do banter today because his own team has won.
I hope you're happy today.
I'm happy.
I wish you happiness today.
I need a lot of that.
I wish you happiness.
But at the end of the day, it's Chelsea.
Come
Come rain, come shine.
It's Chelsea, right? Okay, that's what it is. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Don't forget, this is how we roll it every time. A big ups to everyone that's been part of the show. For all the callers who called, we got your predictions for the Bet Naija segment of the show. At the other side, most definitely, we look at the result when the game will be decided. That will be at 7:30, and we'll see who will win what. Definitely, we'll ask you to send in your answer. Thank you so much. My name is Pretty on behalf of Daniel Adeyemi, of course, the Bam Bam. Let me have a breather for about 2 hours. I'll be back for Back in the Day. That will be at 7 p.m. We'll be taking it back in time again for 1 hour, 30 minutes. Keep it locked right here. Don't move a muscle. The finest is still right here.